City Hall and our Wichita boys here. Kansas start. We're going to have player introductions on the national anthem in 2 months, plus the horse dancing. Glad to have you here. Go ahead, Stuart. Give me something to rock on here for a minute.
to Kansas Star Arena, everybody. It's Champions Indoor Football on this Saturday night and the renewal of an old rivalry. The Wichita Force at home tonight against the Dodge City Law. Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast tonight. The Wichita Force playing their second straight game at their new home here at Kansas Star Arena. They're coming off a 38-18 non-league victory over the Arlington Longhorns. That game Monday night here at Kansas Star. Now the Force is 1-2 on the season, but again, that was a non-league victory Monday night. Kind of an exhibition for them almost. 0-2 in the CIF. Their two losses both on the road at league leaders Salina and Sioux City. The Dodge City Law, meanwhile, coming into this game 1-1. After splitting a pair of games against the Wyoming Mustangs, the Dodge City Law opened their new season at Wyoming, won that game 20-18, and had their home opener April 22nd against the same Wyoming Mustangs and lost that game 56-44 at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. But once again tonight, it's the Wichita Force at home against the Dodge City Law. We're back with the opening kickoff and more coming up right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And back at Kansas Star Arena. Next door, attached to Kansas Star Casino, about 18 miles south of Wichita in Mulvane. It's the Wichita Force at home tonight against the Dodge City Law. And once again, hello everyone, I'm Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast tonight for this Champions Indoor Football League game. And once again, the Dodge City Law, kind of a brand new, well, it is a brand new franchise, or at least a new location. The Oklahoma Flying Aces out of Enid. And again, to recap that story, as we told you earlier when we had them on our broadcast April 22nd, 10 days before the start of the season, the Oklahoma Flying Aces out of Enid were notified the premiums for their workmen's compensation would increase drastically, and it was not going to be sustainable for the team to continue playing. They were going to go dormant. They decided, well, let's move to Dodge City. That's where the CIF was planning an expansion team anyway for next year. So the Flying Aces did move to Dodge. to become once again the Dodge City Law, and that meant transferring the entire roster and staff. Dodge City Law, there's some of their players, captains for tonight's game, as they're in their road white uniforms. But with the Dodge City Law back in the league, they went out, and the original Law left the league in 2017, but this one back, this does renew the old rivalry between these two franchises, the Wichita Force and the Law, as the Force will be in their home black uniforms tonight in the gold, yellow numbers and black helmets. So captains again meet at midfield here, as we got Admiral Windwagon Smith to do the honors here on the opening kick, or the opening coin toss, as we'll find out who will start receiving this in this game. But once again, the Law back, and they are 1-1. The Wichita Force 1-2, if they want to count that non-league victory Monday night against the Arlington Longhorns. Again, kind of more of almost an exhibition that night, because Force working out their roster, they really got a lot of changes since Monday night, as we'll go through that as this game progresses. But right now, the coin toss, Admiral Windwagon Smith of the Wichita River Festival doing the honors, and it looks like the Force have won the coin toss, and the Wichita Force have elected to receive. So Dodge City will be kicking off. Again, the Law in their road white jerseys, their Boot Hill gold uniforms, and their Gunsmoke black and silver pants, as we're about ready for football here at Kansas Star Arena, our second game from the Kansas Star facility, as we've got Tank the Tiger, I believe that's the Cali Community College mascot, down in Arkansas City, not very far from Kansas, just south on the turnpike of Kansas Star Casino and Resort. Again, the Wichita Force won 38-18 Monday night over the Arlington Longhorns. Got off to a 22-0 lead in that game. Meanwhile, in Dodge City's last game, way back on April 22nd, they've had a bit of a layoff. They lost 56-44 at home against the Wyoming Mustangs. In that game, they were down 20-0 to start that game. So both teams kind of going in opposite directions with good starts, bad starts in their last games. But here we are, about ready to go with the Force receiving. There's Richard Davis, the head coach and the general managing partner of the Dodge City Law, also the offensive coordinator for this team. He'll be on the field coaching, as again the coaches can be on the field when their team is on offense. With the Force receiving, that's going to be Tavarius Batiste in the end zone. There it is, Tavarius Batiste. He had a good game his last game. He ran out of the backfield as a running back for a 35-yard touchdown in that victory over Arlington. Meanwhile, for Dodge City, kicking off will be Brett Mathis, one of the top kickers in the Champions Indoor League. In fact, he is the Special Teams Player of the Week, as in his in that loss against Wyoming, he had a 40-yard field goal, and he accounted for 6 total points. Plus, that included throwing a pass for a 2-point conversion. So here he is, the Special Teams Player of the Week. He'll be kicking off from his own goal line. Again, you can kick off anywhere on your own goal line. It's the squib kick, picked up, bounces out of bounds near the 1-yard line, but that ball is going to be brought out to the 25. Again, a 50-yard field here in arena football. 25-yard line at midfield, and that might be actually going to be marked at the 5. That made it out. That was a good kick, actually. If it goes through the end zone out of bounds, it'll be brought out to the 25, but that one went kind of a coffin corner style. So the Wichita Force will be starting on offense first in this game. Their head coach is Ine Apkin. He's also the head coach of Wichita East High School. Corey Murphy, number 4, he's your quarterback. He's got Batiste next to him in the backfield, sending those receivers. Now it looks like a little option play, and Murphy's going to keep it himself. Corey Murphy ran for a touchdown against Arlington Monday night. He also had a touchdown pass in that game. 6'1", 212 pounds, out of Delaware State, hometown, Santa Clara, California. Been sacked 8 times this season. Again, has 5 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions. As he'll be operating again out of the shotgun. And he's going to hand off to Batiste. Batiste trying to break a tackle, gets around the far side. And goes out of bounds near the wall there at the 10-yard line, near a first down. That'll bring up third down, I believe, for the Wichita Force. In the Force, playing their first season here at Kansas Star Arena. Originally, they played when the Force became a franchise in 2014, an expansion franchise. Played their games downtown Wichita at Intrust Bank Arena, and we got flags flying all over. Looks like this is going to be offsides against Dodge City. That ball marked more at the 8-yard line, so it was going to be short of a first down. That'll be a first. No, it's a false start against the Wichita Force. So it'll be third down and about 8 yards to go for a first down after the penalty. So big penalty against the Force. Again, Corey Murphy, the quarterback, right now the only quarterback on the roster. Well, she count wide receiver Jordan Payne. He also plays a little. Here's a pass down the near sideline, nearly caught at the wall, and over the wall he goes. That's Rodney Millette, 6'2", 197 from Bethany College out of the KCAC, Bethany Swede, hometown Austin, Texas. So we look at it again. Pass, oh, he almost held on to it, goes over the wall, just could not keep possession. Corey Murphy of a pretty nice pass there, and that's incomplete. That brings up fourth down, and they're going to try the kick. And this is going to be about a 51-yarder. So you got a new kicker on the roster. And snap is down, and it is blocked, and loose ball in the end zone, and looks like Dodge City. Did they recover that for a touchdown as Richard Davis is really celebrating there with his defense. Billy Perry was on the roster as the kicker for the Wichita Force, but that was not Billy Perry in there. That was actually, let's see, I think it was number 11. But anyway, the kick was blocked. Dodge City's going to have possession on the Wichita 2-yard line. Wichita, no, it was a touchdown. Touchdown Dodge City, as they will try the extra point here. Brett Mathis in to do the honors. Had a few problems with this a couple weeks ago, but let's see. The kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, Dodge City capitalizes on a blocked field goal, recovers for a touchdown, and the extra point is good. Dodge City Law on top, the Wichita Force. We're back with more right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And back at Kansas Star Arena, where the Dodge City Law have jumped off to a 7-0 lead over the Wichita Force. And again, a fourth down situation for the Force. There's no punting in arena football. You either go for it or try the field goal. And they were going to try the field goal from their own end zone. The kick was blocked. Dodge City recovered in the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point makes it 7-0. And Dodge City with Brett Mathis on his own goal line, kicking off once again as the Dodge City Law 7-0 lead over the Wichita Force early in the first quarter. 12:15 to go. 15-minute quarters here in arena football. Here's the squib, and it is taken by Marcus Odom. Mighty Mite they call him, and he is driven out of bounds on the near wall at the 20, around the 20-yard line. Marcus Odom, he's a hometown. Well, check that. That's for Wichita. And Marcus Odom plays for Dodge City. I should say that was Rodnell Cruel. He's from McNeese State. As we're going to check out the replay here. Bad snap, could not be handled. The kick was, everything went wrong there. I'm not even sure that thing was blocked. He just kicked it into somebody from behind and goes into the end zone, ricocheted and bounces around and recovered by Dodge City. All right, here we go. And that looks like it could have been a bit of a broken play as Corey Murphy takes the snap, the quarterback, and then down he goes as he is tackled for a loss. Murphy just decided to run. Nobody there. And several Dodge City Law players in on the tackle. As that was Jaden Dobbs leading the way, and now Murphy can't handle the snap and then throws it away on the near sideline. That's going to bring up third down. Right now, the Wichita Force offense is struggling against this Dodge City defense. Clock running as we near the 11-minute mark in the first quarter of play. Dodge City Law up 7-0 after a blocked field goal into the end zone. And recovery. Corey Murphy, the quarterback. Batiste next to him, and Murphy's going back to pass. Looking. He's in trouble. He's going to scramble now. Keeps it himself. And he crosses the 15, the 10, down across the 5-yard line, and nearly had his head taken off. And that will be a first down to the Dodge City 4-yard line. Whistles are blowing. I'm not sure there's a flag on the play or not. See the replay on this one as he took the snap. Nearly a face mask in the backfield, and then Murphy cutting across the field, down across the 10-yard line, and right there, ooh, he did get him a little head-to-head action as for Dodge City. And we are going to have a, looks like a flag on the play. Penalty, they're discussing the situation. And the ball would be marked at the 4-yard line without a penalty. Yeah, we are going to have a targeting call. 2 penalties against Dodge City. We had an illegal defense against the linebacker. Got out of the box too early. That was Jaden Dobbs. And then the penalty, the targeting call. And ball is going to actually was marked at the 5-yard line after the play. Richard Davis on the field there for the Dodge City Law. Again, the head coach, managing partner of this franchise. As the Wichita Force are set up in pretty good situation here. 1st and goal to go. Again, 7-0 Dodge City Law leading Wichita. But the Wichita Force in terrific position right here. 1st and goal to go. So it looks like we may have a review of this play. Again, the targeting, they're going to check it over. They can do that, so they'll be checking with our video, our cameras here at Kansas Star Arena. So once again, it was a Corey Murphy, the quarterback, taking it down near the goal line, and head-to-head contact. Murphy, big man, right? 6'1", 212 pounds, as they're looking it over right now as we can watch it in our monitor, the replay. Sometimes those head-to-head contacts are just, it's a matter of just timing, but or bad timing, but that's still it's a targeting call. It doesn't matter with the intent. By the way, that's Josh Wilson, the 6 foot, 195-pound defensive back from Baylor. Josh Wilson, who was called for the penalty, number 21. As once again, they are slowing it down, playing it over, and officials are checking this play out. Murphy was looks like he was trying to go down, slide down, and then Wilson still got him with his helmet to helmet. There's no doubt a penalty. I think what they're going to be deciding here is if Josh Wilson remain in the game. Wilson, again, two interceptions in the first game for Dodge City against Wyoming. That was a win, a 2018 victory for Dodge City. It's a break in the action here, obviously, as we review this targeting call. Once again, Dodge City, here they come. The officials have seen enough of this video over and over. Okay, we think they're going to, as the officials stumbling out of the onto the field here. Once again, the Wichita Force, their second home game of the year. Oh, wow. They do confirm it's a targeting call against Josh Wilson, and Josh Wilson has been ejected from the game. Wow, big loss for Dodge City, an outstanding defensive back. Head-to-head contact, and quite frankly, watching the replay is a good call, according to the rules. And so, with that, Wichita Force will again have the ball, first and goal to go. And Josh Wilson has been ejected from the game for the Dodge City Law. Here it is again, as Corey Murphy, keeping it himself, the quarterback, crossing, cutting across the field. And right here, boom, Josh Wilson got him head-to-head targeting. Wilson is out of this game. Number 21 has been ejected. And there he goes. Did not last very long. Early in the first quarter, 10:40 to go. Force had the ball at the 3-yard line, and not much room there for Batiste. Right up the middle, and Dodge City with the defensive stop, trying to get a bit of a goal line stand here. That was Jaden Dobbs leading the tackle for Dodge City. In Tavarius Batiste, the running back, but now we've got Charles Westbrook in the backfield. It's Corey Murphy, the quarterback. Murphy's going to keep it himself, ducks under, and gets into the end zone for the Wichita touchdown. Nice play by Corey Murphy as the Force capitalize on the big penalty of the big gain. And Corey Murphy runs for the touchdown. Little play action. Looked like was going to keep it all the way as for Dodge City. Obi Ahioma, defensive end there, trying to make the tackle, but Murphy did a terrific job of eluding the tackle. Now they're going for two, and Murphy, a little play action, throws out over here, two. That is Westbrook with a touchdown or the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden the Wichita Force have taken a 1-point lead after the two-point conversion. It's 8-7, Wichita on top of Dodge City. 9:16 left to go in the first quarter. We're back with more after this.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
That was C.J. Jennings on the two-point conversion with the catch and the into the end zone for Wichita, as the Wichita Force taking an 8-7 lead over the Dodge City Law. Kind of eventful early going here. We had the blocked field goal that Dodge City recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Got out to a 7-0 lead. Then we had a targeting call after a long run by the Wichita quarterback, Corey Murphy. Josh Wilson from Dodge City, defensive back, ejected from the game because of that targeting call. And then the Force able to capitalize from the 3-yard line. They get into the end zone on a Murphy touchdown run. And then the two-point conversion, the pass from Murphy to Jennings. And here we are. 8-7. The Wichita Force on top, as the Force will be kicking off from their own goal line. And kicking tonight for Wichita, it's not a usual kicker, is Francis Tusa. He's also an offensive and defensive lineman. And a line drive taken inside the 5-yard line for Dodge City. Crossed the 15 and brought down. That's where the Dodge City Law offense will set up shop. As for Dodge City, that is Torrance Carr. Check, that was Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart, the return man, 5'10", 185-pounder from Oklahoma State. He left after his junior year at Oklahoma State to declare for the NFL draft. Was not drafted. He signed as a free agent with the Tennessee Titans and then got injured in training camp. And here he is with the Dodge City Law. All right, Law with the offense. Ray-John Ramsey, Austin Ramsey, the quarterback. Comes to the near side, hits Torrance Carr. Carr across the 20-yard line. This is Dodge City's first offensive possession, by the way. Remember, their only touchdown they scored was on the blocked field goal. So this offense has been on the bench for a while as we're at the 8.5-minute mark in the first quarter. Ray-John Austin Ramsey, 6'1", 210-pound quarterback. He'll operate out over center. 2 receivers in motion. Can do that before the snap of the ball. There's the running back, Cameron Booty. Booty had a big game last game out against Wyoming. Couple touchdown runs. Also made some nice catches. He can catch the ball in the backfield as he is brought down by Francis Tusa. Playing that defensive line, the big 6'5", 241-pounder from Friends University. Getting back to the quarterback here, Ray-John Austin Ramsey, 6'1", 210 pounds, out of Trinity Valley Junior College, and then went on to East Central Oklahoma. Rookie of the Year 2 seasons ago for the Oklahoma Flying Aces. Takes the snap, and this pass is off the fingertips of the intended receiver and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down for Dodge City. Check that one again. Just fires it over the middle and just off the fingertips of Torrance Carr. See if Dodge City can do something here and see what they will do. 8-7, Wichita force a 2-point conversion, the difference in this game. Once again, Ray-John Austin Ramsey out of the shotgun. Crowd making some noise here at Kansas Star Arena. Fires over the middle. He's got his man down to the 20-yard line. And that is Josh Stewart with the catch. And Stewart, described as a big-time receiver for the Dodge City Law by his head coach, Richard Davis, makes the catch in a bit of a crowd there. Nice pass from Ray-John Ramsey. He's described as a fantastic leader. Coach says he processes the game well because he thinks it's because he's a math major. First down and 10 for Dodge City at the Wichita 20-yard line. The quick pass on the far side complete, but a pickup of about just a yard on the play, as that's Torrance Carr. Carr caught 2 touchdown passes in Dodge City's last game against Wyoming, their home opener out in Dodge City at United Wireless Arena. Carr, another player from Oklahoma State. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Dodge City Law. Ramsey out of the shotgun. He's got the receivers going both ways. And this pass nearly picked off. It was picked off. Wichita Force coming up with an interception. That is Jawan Juju Afre, the 5'11", 183-pounder from Oklahoma State. Terrific catch as he hands the ball to a fan for a souvenir. Here's the replay. Pass over there on the far side, and he just went down low and got it. Jawan Juju Afre with the interception for the Wichita Force. Force with the ball and the 1-point lead, 8-7 here over the Dodge City Law. So there's going to be a timeout on the field, but we'll keep it right here at Kansas Star Arena. Again, connected to Kansas Star Casino and Resort Hotel. Just about 18 miles south of Wichita on the Kansas Turnpike. Wichita Force playing their first season here. And previously they played at Intrust Bank Arena downtown. Of course, last season it was wiped out because of the COVID pandemic. But here we are back. Glad to be back with Champions Indoor Football. As the Wichita Force, they were down 7-0 early after their first possession was kind of a disaster. Did not go anywhere. They were in their own territory. They tried a field goal, about a 51-yard attempt from their own end zone. Again, arena football, you either go for it or you kick a field goal. You can't punt. And they were going for the field goal. It was a bad snap. The kick was low. It was blocked. It went in the end zone and recovered for a touchdown for Dodge City, and they got the extra point, made it 7-0. And Wichita came back. Their quarterback, Corey Murphy, a long run down inside the 5. He was hit head-to-head, targeting by Josh Wilson, the Dodge City defensive back. He's kicked out of the game. Force ended up scoring a touchdown from there. And here's Corey Murphy again. He had success running the football from the quarterback, and once again he keeps it himself. Knocked out of bounds on the far sideline into the wall at the 25-yard line, midfield here. So once again, a little zone read action there as he faked the handoff to Batiste. Had the option to give it to him or take it himself, and he took it himself. Have a zone read action, and that'll bring up second down and short. Now it's just a toss sweep to the right side, and that's Batiste. Batiste coming near the wall and should pick up enough for a first down. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Up front, that offensive line for the Force, led by some big guys. Jarvis Courtney, 6'4", 300 pounds. Clinton Barley, 6'3", 335-pounder. He's from Western Illinois. Jarvis Courtney, by the way, kind of an interesting story about him. We'll try to get that a little bit later. Ricky Benson Jr., 6'4", 345-pounder. And here is another sweep, this time to the far side, Batiste. And Batiste crosses the 20 and goes into the inflatable wall on the far side. Force just keeping it on the ground pretty much this entire first quarter. Only 2 passes as they lead 8-7. Getting some big blocking over there from the big men on that left side sweep. Meanwhile, for Dodge City, Dobbs leading the way on the tackle, pushing him out of bounds. Corey Murphy, he's got his guys in motion. He's going to throw, and he's got his man down here near. Oh, and he breaks the tackle into the end zone for the touchdown. That is Rodnell Nell Cruel. How about that? 6', 185-pounder from McNeese State. That terrific second effort, made the catch, broke the tackle, and bounces into the end zone for the Wichita Force touchdown. And there it is again, and he just stayed on his feet as on the defense there for Dodge City. Cannot make the tackle, and that's a touchdown for the Force. And that makes it 14-7 Wichita, and Wichita will once again go for a 2-point conversion. They were able to convert the last time. Let's see what they got in store here. 2 wide receivers to the near side, and Murphy's going to keep it himself. Not much room, and this 2-point conversion will not work as Murphy goes down short of the goal line. 14-7, the Wichita Force on top of the Dodge City Law. A minute 42 left to go in the first quarter of play from Kansas Star Arena. We're back with more right after this.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
all right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And welcome back to Kansas Star Arena, where the Wichita Force now lead the Dodge City Law 14-7, champions indoor football. I'm Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast tonight, as the Wichita Force, after going down 7-0 early in this game, have come back with 2 consecutive touchdowns. Corey Murphy, their quarterback, has ran for a touchdown and passed for another. Nell Cruel on the receiving end of the last touchdown pass, bouncing his way into the end zone, breaking a tackle. Josh Stewart was the defensive back for Dodge City, also wide receiver and return man for the Law, but he could not wrap up. And Cruel got into the end zone. Terrific effort. 2-point conversion was not good, but Wichita up 14-7. So once again, they'll be kicking off from their own goal line. Francis Tusa, the lineman. Oh, that's off a Dodge City player, but it ricochets right back to another Dodge City player. Now we got flags down, as that was a fortunate bounce for the Dodge City Law, as that could have been almost an onside kick. Let's see, the penalty flags are down, and Richard Davis out there, the head coach of Dodge City, talking it over. Let's watch it again. Off the foot of the up man there for Dodge City, and then bounced right into his teammate's hands, and that was a fortunate, very fortunate bounce, but see what the flag was there. It was Cameron Booty who the ball bounced off. And now it looks like more discussion time. Now the ball will be marked at the 15-yard line. And a review. They're going to review and see what this situation is. So, a lot of starts and stops in this football game. Once again, we had a long review after the targeting call against Dodge City's Josh Wilson. It was targeting. He was kicked out. That happened early in the first quarter. Head-to-head hit against the Wichita quarterback, Corey Murphy. Murphy's okay. He's ran for a touchdown and passed for another. Also passed for a 2-point conversion. And the Wichita Force leading the Dodge City Law 14-7. 1 minute, 36 seconds left to go. First quarter of play from Kansas Star Arena. And again, as we said at the top of the broadcast, kind of a renewal of an old rivalry. The original original Dodge City Law left the league in 2017. Now we got the new version of the Dodge City Law, the franchise moving from Enid, Oklahoma to Dodge City this season. And so the Law and the Wichita Force, they had a little rivalry going back there in 2016, 2017. So here they are once again. It's Brett Mathis out on the field there without his helmet on, the kicker for Dodge City, trying to get loose. And apparently we're looking at another targeting call against, do we know that? Targeting call against, that would be against Wichita, I believe, and that would be, we're going to have to check this here. If we're correct, it's C.J. Jennings on the kickoff team. Let's see. Wow. So for the second time tonight, we have a player ejected. And this time it's for the Wichita Force. A targeting call on the kickoff. And that is number 32, C.J. Jennings. Jennings, who caught a 2-point conversion earlier for Wichita, is now out of this game. Minute 30 left to go in the first quarter with the clock running. So Dodge City fortunate to hold on to that kickoff after it bounced around everywhere. Now has the ball at the 8-yard line of Wichita, first and goal to go. And Ramsey's pass over there, a little quick pass and incomplete. Looked like the receiver there, Torrance Carr, wasn't even ready for it, as he's discussing things of his teammate, Josh Stewart. That'll bring up second down and goal to go from the 8-yard line for Dodge City. Dodge City Law trying to tie this game. It's been a strange, wild first quarter here. Kansas Star Casino Arena. Ray John Austin Ramsey. He's all by himself out of the shotgun. He's going to be looking in the end zone. That pass is deflected and incomplete. That thing whacked way backwards. That was like a blocked basketball shot. That'll bring up third down and goal to go as the Law not going anywhere here in the red zone. Wichita Force defense coming up pretty big. They did that the other night against Arlington as they were led by Jeremiah Farms Jr. He was terrific the other night on defense. The defensive lineman, 6'3", 270-pounder from Friends University. Not sure who got their hand on that pass, though, as Ramsey at 6'1", trying to fire it over the middle into the end zone. That pass knocked away, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. And, wow, crazy first quarter here in Mulvane at Kansas Star Arena. Wichita Force leading the Dodge City Law 14-7. We're back with more right after this.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, back at Kansas Star Arena, where we're about ready to start the second quarter of play. The Wichita Force leading the Dodge City Law 14-7. And when we return to action, it will be third down and goal to go for Dodge City at the Wichita 8-yard line. The Wichita Force, though, defense kind of come up big here on the first 2 downs of this possession. And Dodge City got great field possession after kind of a squib kick, bounced around. They were fortunate to recover. There was a targeting call against C.J. Cummings of Wichita. He was ejected. Second player ejected in this game because of targeting. Josh Wilson for Dodge City early in the first quarter had a helmet-to-helmet hit on quarterback Corey Murphy. He was out of the game. That also led to a Wichita touchdown. Force of a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Then they failed on another 2-point conversion. That's where the score is now 14-7 as we're still getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Kansas Star Arena. Wichita Force cheerleaders, dancers, entertaining the crowd here as we are about ready to get it going here. The Dodge City Law trying to capitalize on this terrific field position, but the offense is really stalled here in the red zone for the Law. Dodge City Law, there they are in the white uniforms, gold helmets. The new version of the Law back in town. And once again, Ray John, Austin Ramsey, he's the quarterback. Man in motion, 2 men in motion now. Ramsey's going to throw into the end zone, knocked away and incomplete. Now a flag on the play. That was Tim Hamilton that got a hand on it for the Wichita Force as the pass falls incomplete, but we may have a pass interference. Yes, indeed. That pass interference against the Force. Gerald Thomas, intended receiver for Dodge City. As there's the end of the replay. We'll try to see it again. There it is in the pass interference. That's against Demario Donnell, one of the leading tacklers on this team for Wichita. Looked like he just bumped into Thomas. And that will bring up first down and goal to go now from the 2-yard line. So a big break there for Dodge City. Ramsey over center. He's got Cameron Booty as his running back. Handoff. No. Keeps it himself. Fights his way into the end zone. No, it's Booty. Takes the handoff. He's in. Cameron Booty. Another touchdown run for Dodge City. And that will make it a 1-point game pending the extra point. There it is. Booty just bouncing his way in the sliver of a hole right there, and then gets some help from behind from his big offensive lineman pushing him in. See if Dodge City is going for 1 or 2. It looks like they may be lined up for a. Yeah, they're going for the extra point. Brett Mathis in to kick it. Number 32. Quarterback. Ray John Austin Ramsey will be holding. Dodge City trying to tie this game. His second quarter just underway. And we got the snap and the kick is up, and it is good. And Dodge City Law come back to tie the game. 14-14, 13-26 left to go in the first half of play from Kansas Star Arena. We're back with more right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
All right, 13:26 left to go in the first half of play from Kansas Star Arena. The Dodge City Law have come back to tie the game 14-14 after that 3-yard run from Cameron Booty. Got a good one here in Mulvane, in about 18 miles south of Wichita, where the Wichita Force now make their home. The Kansas Star Casino Complex. Exit 33 off the Kansas Turnpike. Planning to come down and watch a Wichita Force game. The Force will be receiving the kickoff here after the touchdown. And that will be Tavares Batiste. Batiste does a lot of things for this football team. He's a running back tonight. He's also listed as a wide receiver. Ran for a 35-yard touchdown against Arlington Monday night. Brett Mathis will be kicking off from his own goal line for Dodge City. Mathis, one of the top kickers, if not the top kicker in the CIF. Special Teams Player of the Week. And the squib down to the goal line and picked up right there by Batiste. Batiste brings up the near sideline, cuts back, crosses to 20 into Dodge City territory. About the 17-yard line, so the Wichita Force will have terrific field position to start this possession. Head coach for the Wichita Force, Ine Apkin, again the head coach of Wichita East High School, and he's a Wichita native out of Wichita South High. As here's the return, and Batiste doing a terrific job cutting back, crosses the 20, and then upended it right there. So Corey Murphy has his team in good field position and mark it at the 16-yard line of Dodge City. We're going to have a timeout. Timeouts, Dodge City. They're going to talk this one over. Again, the Force in terrific field possession. But going back to Ine Apkin, the head coach for the Wichita Force. Graduated in 2002 from Wichita South. Went on to play defensive back at Coffeyville. Then on to Fort Hays State. Finished his career at McPherson College. The McPherson Bulldogs of the KCAC. Also has a new offensive coordinator took over Monday night, and that was Kenneth Walters. They wanted to get that offense rolling. They had some offensive issues in their first 2 games. A loss at Salina, the Salina Liberty, off to a terrific start, by the way, in the CIF. And then they lost at Sioux City. And that Sioux City game only scored 6 points. But they got it kind of going on Monday night against Arlington. Scored 30 points in the first half on their way to a 38-18 victory. All right, we're back. Batiste, the running back. Murphy, the quarterback. He's going to throw. He's got a man on the far sideline, and it is caught right at the 6-yard line, and that is complete, and that will be a first down for Wichita. And that is Jack Tomlinson Tomlinson did not play. Well, he did play Monday night, but he's been hampered by a hamstring injury. And looking good right there. Jack Tomlinson, 5'9", 180-pounder from Ball State with a terrific catch going up high. And it is first down and goal to go from the Dodge City 5. And Murphy, low snap, throws over the middle. He's got his man as Tomlinson for the touchdown, but a penalty flag on the play. Let's see if this is going to stand. Terrific job by Murphy. He had the low snap, was able to recover, and I think that penalty is going to go against Dodge City. And yes, indeed, and they'll decline that. And that is a touchdown for the Force. Back on top, 20-14. Here it is again. Murphy picking up the loose ball on the low snap, finds his man, fires over the middle, and Tomlinson, Jack Tomlinson with the catch and the touchdown. Tomlinson's other catch set that one up, the first down. And now Force will try to go for two once again. Murphy over center. Throws. Oh, he just had his man short. No, incomplete. He had him wide open. The big lineman was eligible. That was Ricky Benson Jr., 6'4", 345 pounds from Dean College. It was just a bit of a short hop. Once again, just tossing it over and oh man, that was close actually. That was a lot closer than I thought. Ricky Benson Jr. trying to get his hands under that. But it's ruled incomplete. Wichita Force now up 20-14 after another failed two-point conversion. And maybe they might look at that one again. As the Force scored 3 touchdowns, they've tried two-point conversions after every touchdown. They've converted on their first, but they failed in the last 2. So they'll be kicking off to Dodge City. And this is a back-and-forth game. Gerald Thomas will be deep for Dodge City on the kickoff return. So once again, I believe Francis Tusa will be kicking off for Wichita. It's certainly not the usual kicker, the big defensive lineman. Also plays offensive line for Wichita. They had Billy Perry listed as their kicker coming into this game, but Perry, a veteran of the arena game, not in uniform tonight. So kicking off again from their own goal line after the touchdown. The Wichita Force leading 20-14. Just under 12 minutes left to go in a long first half here at Kansas Star Arena. And that ball is line drive, and they go out of bounds. And let's see where they're going to mark this. Be a first down, Dodge City, as they take over the offensive possession. And once again, Rajon Austin Ramsey running the show for the Dodge City Law. As they will have the ball at their own 5-yard line. That was a good kick, pinning Dodge City back. Didn't know if that went through the end zone and out of bounds or not. It would have been marked at the 25, but instead it's at the 5-yard line. There's a good look at the Dodge City quarterback, Rajon Austin Ramsey. Ramsey out of his own end zone looking, throws, and he has a man across the 10-yard line and complete. As that is Torrance Carr with the catch. Carr, the big target, 6'4", 220 pounds from Oklahoma State. And he caught 2 touchdown passes in Dodge City's last game against Wyoming. Also pretty good return man. We mentioned this too in the last game we did back on April 22nd. Designs his own fashions. He and Josh Stewart teamed up in college to design clothes. All started with a jean jacket, I understand. They didn't like the way it looked and redid it themselves, and things took off. All right, a handoff to Cameron Booty. Booty's got some daylight. Crosses the 15. Now we got a fumble. It looks like Dodge City. Well, now the ball's still loose, and Booty comes up with it. Ooh, big break there for Dodge City. Looked like the Force may have had possession. Braylon Hyder, big offensive lineman, tried to come up with it first. Here's the ball stripped away, bounces out. There's Hyder falling on it. And then Force had their chances there as they just could not come up with it. And it will be Dodge City's football on third down and short at their own 14-yard line. Another handoff to Booty. Booty's coming around the near sideline, nearly a face mask as he crosses the 20 into the wall and out of bounds, and he's asking for a face mask call. Not sure he got a hand on that or not, the defensive player. Excuse me. And it was a face mask, as you can see the replay there, but no penalty. First down and 10. First down for Dodge City, trailing 20-14. Wichita Force on top. 9:25 to go. Clock running. Ramsey out of the shotgun, 2 receivers heading downfield. He throws. Torrance Carr catches the ball across midfield. Actually, it's Antoine Goodley. That's the first. Now we got a fight going on here between Goodley pushing and shoving. We don't need that. That's Tim Hamilton, number 7 for Wichita. Him and Goodley going at it. Antoine Goodley, I was going to say, that's the first time we've seen him in action. He's been hurt. Big time player, big time wide receiver for Dodge City. He's been out with a foot injury. A highlight level player, we were told. All-American at Baylor. He had 150 receptions, 21 touchdowns, 2,366 yards in college, the Baylor Bears. And now, after all that, what do we got? 8:57 left to go. We've had 2 players ejected because of targeting. Now we have pushing and shoving there between Antoine Goodley and Tim Hamilton. Here it is again. Ramsey's pass, caught by Goodley, right there at midfield, the 25-yard line. Brought down, and then him and Hamilton just kind of bump into each other and then went from there. It's going to bring up second down. For Dodge City after all that. And they're going to move it back. Dead ball, personal foul against Dodge City. So that will bring up second down and long for the Law. And Antoine Goodley is out of the game now for Dodge City on the sideline. Again, the first time we've seen him catch a pass this season. So we were looking forward to watching him. Ray-John Ramsey, again, the quarterback. He's got Cameron Booty next to him in the backfield. His receiver's heading upfield. He's going to dump off to Booty. Booty across the 20, 25, 20, into Wichita Force territory. Should be a first down for Dodge City. Ray-John Austin Ramsey, the Dodge City quarterback, looking downfield and then kind of checking off to his running back. Nobody covering him there on the far side, and Booty takes it downfield for the Law. So we watch again. This guy is fast, by the way, Cameron Booty. Runs a 4.47, we're told, out of Langston University in Oklahoma. Here we go. And Ramsey's going to throw. He's got a man wide open and into the end zone for the touchdown. That's Zuri Davis. Zuri Davis, who may have caught a touchdown pass in the last game for Dodge City against Wyoming. Also had a terrific one-handed grab to set up a touchdown for the Law. And this time, he's wide open. As he makes that catch inside the 5 and just puts his head down and crosses the goal line. And not very good coverage there from the Wichita Force in the defensive backfield. And that makes it a 20-20 game. Dodge City have a chance to tie here as Brett Mathis in to kick the extra point. And Dodge City are probably the best kicker, at least one of the top kickers in the league. So they're kind of a luxury tonight going for the 1 point extra points because the Force been forced to go 2 points. And now I say that and it's blocked. So I may have jinxed Brett Mathis, and it looks like Jeremiah Farms Jr., who does it all on defense for Wichita, blocked that extra point kick. So, just under 7 minutes to play in the first half. It's Dodge City 20, Wichita 20. We're back with more from Kansas Star Arena right after this.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, in the first half that's seen it all, it's 20-20. The Wichita Force here at home at Kansas Star Arena against the Dodge City Law. The Law just got on the board of a touchdown pass from their quarterback, Ray John Ramsey, to Zuri Davis. He was wide open inside the 5. Extra point, though, was blocked. Jeremiah Farms Jr. doing the honors, the blocked kick for Wichita. And so 20-20 with 6:55 left to go in the first half. As once again, here's the replay. Ramsey, little pump fake, and then finds his man wide open. Zuri Davis goes in for the touchdown as he just banged his way in. Wichita Force mascot there. There's fans enjoying some activities here. Here's the block again. How about Jeremiah Farms Jr. just came in and dived in there and got a hand on that. Man, that was terrific play. Again, Jeremiah Farms Jr., 6'3", 270-pounder from Friends University. Came out of Stockton, California. Friends University, of course, located in Wichita. Several Friends players from the Friends Falcons on this team. But Farms Jr. has been a terrific player for Wichita. Had 4 sacks Monday night against Arlington. Also had a sack and a strip ball that led to a Wichita touchdown in that game. He is all over the place. He's described as a guy that just has a terrific motor. Kind of has a mean streak when he's on the field. You kind of see it. He's everywhere. And blocks the extra point for Wichita. And again, that's where we stand after the Dodge City touchdown. 20-20. Good game here at Kansas Star Arena. 6:58 to go. And Batiste back for Wichita as the return man. Brett Mathis, who just had his extra point blocked, he'll be kicking off. And the kick is a bouncer, and it's going to be taken at the 5-yard line by Batiste. He crosses the 15 up near the 19-yard line where he is brought down. That's Tavares Batiste. He's also a running back tonight for the Wichita Force, a versatile player. So again, he took that high bouncing kick and brought down there at the, I believe, 19-yard line, as it will be Wichita's football. Just shy of the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Once again, Corey Murphy, the quarterback, 6'1", 212-pounder. Ran for a touchdown, threw for another Monday night against Arlington. Throws over on the far side, kind of a screen set up there. Blockers out in front, but not much running room. So that was Rodney Millette with the catch, 6'2", 197-pounder from Bethany College out of Austin, Texas, his hometown. Bethany, of course, up in Lindsborg, Kansas. The Bethany Swedes, one of the great football traditions in the KCAC. And that'll bring up second down. And about 8 to go. 2-yard pickup on the play. Handoff. Not much running room here on the near sideline. Kind of a little jet sweep and then ran into his own man. Now, I got that as C.J. Cummings, the running back, but let's see here. Yes, or C.J. Jennings. Anyway, here's the pass over the middle. And it is caught, and that's going to be a first down for the Force. That ball caught by Jack Tomlinson. Tomlinson's got a touchdown in this game. Corey Murphy, here it is again, firing over that right side. And we got a penalty on the play. And it's going to go against Wichita. So, going to do it again. John Stewart on the coverage there for Dodge City on the tackle. But again, a penalty against Wichita. Moves it back all the way to the 10-yard line. 10-yard penalty on the play. Once again, Corey Murphy, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on the far side in motion. Now he's in trouble. He's going to throw kind of off balance. Has his man, though, across the 20-yard line. And a nice pass and nice catch there. That's Rodney Millette, again making the catch, the former Bethany Swede. So we look at it again, Murphy in trouble, kind of throwing it off balance. Going to his left, throwing to his right, and Millette makes the catch. 20-20, Wichita, Dodge City all tied up. Clock running, well, clock at 4:28 left to go here in the first half of play. And now we've got a timeout on the field. That's why that clock is stopped. 4:28 left to go here in the first half. The Wichita Force and the Dodge City Law. It's been a back and forth game, kind of a wacky, weird game here in the first half. We'll talk more about that coming your way next. 20-20, Wichita and Dodge City all tied up.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
Okay, a 4th down. It looks like the Force are going to try the field goal, but they're going to fake it. Take it around the right side, and did they pick up enough for the first down? And I believe they did. How about that? As for Wichita, that was Juwan Juju Afre on the fake kick. Number 1 there for the Wichita Force, 5'11", 183-pounder from Oklahoma State. A lot of former Oklahoma State Cowboys, one way or the other, on these 2 teams. And Afre, there it is. He was going to be the holder. Picks it up, takes it himself, gets across the 20-yard line down to maybe the 19-18-yard line into Dodge City territory, and that is a first down and a big play for the Wichita Force. It is marked at the 20. Corey Murphy's going to keep it himself out of the shotgun. He's got some room to run. He crosses the 15, down to about the 12, 13-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the play for Wichita. Bring up 2nd down and 3. So he gets the call. And the coach can be on the field, the offensive coordinator, or whoever's running the show. That is allowed in arena football. Corey Murphy, the only quarterback listed on the roster, unless you include a wide receiver, Jordan Payne. He can also play a quarterback. Out of the shotgun, Murphy. He's going to keep it himself again. Crosses the 10-yard line down near the 7-yard line, and that will be another first down for Wichita. First down and goal to go for the Wichita Force. That fake field goal was huge. It keeps this drive alive. Faking the handoff to C.J. Cummings. Had the choice there whether to keep it or not, and Murphy kept it. And Murphy waves his receivers forward. This time keeps it himself once again. Brought down from behind as he crosses the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal to go for the Wichita Force. As Obi Ioma comes up with a tackle for Dodge City. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. 20-20. Force Dodge City Law. All tied up. Ball marked at the 4-yard line of Dodge City. Murphy out under the center. He's going to sweep pitch out to the left side of Jack Tomlinson. And man, Dodge City's defense really sniffed that one out. Jaden Dobbs, number 7 there, the linebacker, really led the way. He's one of the team leaders. And boy, Dodge City not fooled on this sweep to the left. As Dobbs there finishing off, but making the initial stop. Let's give credit where credit is due for Dodge City. That was number 8. Playing both ways tonight, Josh Stewart. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal to go. Now the ball marked at the 8-yard line. Murphy, low snap, has a man wide open on the far side, crosses the 5, and Cummings into the end zone, I believe, for the touchdown. And we have not seen an official call here. Did he cross the goal line before he went down? Well, we got a official timeout on the field. 57 seconds left to go. And we still haven't got a call here. All the Wichita Force players are asking for a touchdown. As we do got they have now called a touchdown. I think they're more concerned about getting the 1-minute break in. It's a 1-minute break here in arena football as the Wichita Force have just taken a 26-20 lead. They'll most likely go for 2 once again here. 1 minute left to go. And with a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
All right, we are back. Wichita Force, C.J. Jennings with a touchdown catch, and there he is, number 32, next to his quarterback, going for 2 here. Corey Murphy. Murphy takes the low snap, and he's going to throw one up for grabs as he is nearly sacked. Dodge City with some good defense there, right in the face of the quarterback. And another 2-point conversion fails for Wichita. Here's the touchdown once again as Murphy looking into the end zone. Then, hey, Jennings is wide open, and Jennings pounds his way across the goal line for the touchdown. Again, a delayed call from the officials there. It's almost like they all assumed everybody knew it was a touchdown. We don't need to call it, but they finally did. And the 2-point conversion now fails, and it's 26-20. Wichita Force on top of the Dodge City Law with 1 minute. 1 minute left to go here in the first half of play. So Wichita will be kicking off. Dodge City gathered at their own goal line here. Usually they've had Gerald Thomas as their deep return man. He's number 3 for Wichita. Let's see. Or for Dodge City. As the Force will be, of course, kicking off from their own goal line. Actually, it will be Gerald Thomas and Josh Stewart back there. And Stewart very versatile in this game tonight, playing wide receiver. He's also a return man and playing some defensive back as well. Wichita Force on top, 26-20. Again, 1 minute left to go in a crazy first half, but here we are. Dodge City has certainly plenty of time in this arena game to get something on the board. And that kick fielded by Dobbs right at the midfield. Dodge City's going to have great field possession. And right off the hands of Jalen Dobbs, the linebacker in there on the return team, number 7. Jaden Dobbs out of Wisconsin. Again, he was an interesting guy. He moved to Enid, Oklahoma a couple years ago to play. Never been to the state of Oklahoma. Never been, let alone Enid. And got a job as a part-time school teacher at the local junior high. And then he was made full-time. And now he's the school's athletic director. And one of 5 educators on this Dodge City Law team. But Jaden Dobbs, whose nickname is Thor because of that flowing hair, outstanding defensive player. But on offense, they are led by the quarterback, and there he is. Ray John Austin Ramsey out of the shotgun over the middle and off target and incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Ramsey maybe hurried that pass a little bit. 46 seconds left to go in the first half, and now Ramsey injured. It looks like he might be holding his right arm. Oh, we're going to have a backup quarterback coming in, and it probably is going to be Jalen Lowe, who saw lots of action and was very effective for Dodge City in their loss against Wyoming at home April 22nd. In fact, Jalen Lowe really came in and sparked a comeback in that game. Let's see. As once again, Ray John Austin Ramsey, that right arm, right shoulder injured after that play. And Lowe in at quarterback, and he's going to keep it himself. Crosses the 20 and up to the 15 and out of bounds. And we may have a late. Yes, we're going to have flags flying. That's going to be a late hit. And some tempers are flying over there, over the wall. Man. Don't want to lose another quarterback here for Dodge City. Jalen Lowe keeping it himself against 6 foot, 200-pounder. He is a very talented athlete. He also does some kicking. And not just a backup quarterback. Dodge City has been, Richard Davis says, we like to use him, kind of change things up. But this time he's in to replace an injured Ray John Austin Ramsey. And that certainly was a late hit over there. And that penalty against Wichita. So there's Richard Davis, head coach of Dodge City, giving Jalen Lowe the play. 41 seconds left to go in the first half. Wichita up 26-20, but Dodge City have an opportunity here late in the first half of play. So here in the red zone. Ball marked at the 8-yard line. Jalen Lowe, the quarterback. 2 receivers coming around this near side. He's going to keep it himself, and he is wrapped up for a loss. And that's Tim Hamilton. Tim Hamilton wrapped him up. That's a sack, or that's a loss on the play, a rushing play. Now Hamilton holding his arms out like, what's going on? Do we have another flag on the play? Well, he did throw him down at the end there. I don't know. They're going to call a late hit. Unnecessary roughness against Wichita. 2nd consecutive personal foul penalty. And that's going to move it down even closer to the Wichita goal line, and that will be at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal to go. 2nd and goal to go, excuse me. Jalen Lowe has not thrown the pass, and now we're going to have another penalty. Lots of movement before the ball was snapped. Offsides or a false start? False start against Dodge City. So move that back 5 yards, and it will be 1st down and goal to go, according to the official. Ball marked at the just outside the 10-yard line, but call it the 11. 34 seconds left to go. 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Dodge City will off an opportunity here. Jalen Lowe in at quarterback, replacing the injured Ray John Austin Ramsey. 2 receivers going in motion near side, and Lowe's just going to run it. Crosses the 10, and he is brought down right at the 10, maybe a pick of a yard on the play. 29 seconds left in the first half. 32 seconds now as the clock keeps changing on me, folks, so it is back to 29 seconds. There's Jalen Lowe, number 9 for Dodge City, once again out of Langston University in Oklahoma. threw the ball very well in the game against Wyoming. Had a couple touchdown passes in that game. Right now, though, he's been just running the ball. See what he does here. Takes the snap, looking, throws into the end zone. It's got a man, and incomplete. He could not hold on. There's that intended receiver over there. We see a number. I believe that's Josh Stewart. Wow. Yes, Josh Stewart, number 8. Looked like he had it. Let's see. He did. He just could not bring it in, and over that wall he goes. Incomplete. Wow, he had that for a touchdown in his hands. 24 seconds left to go in the first half. Dodge City Law trying to take the lead at halftime. They're down and goal to go from the 10-yard line for Dodge City. Jalen Lowe out of the shotgun, throws the back of the end zone and off the fingertips of his intended receiver. And let's see who that was. Almost had him for a touchdown. A little hot, a little high, but he had a chance. Young man gets a souvenir there. Football goes in the crowd and arena game. You get to keep it. That Josh Stewart again. Once again, Jalen Lowe kind of rolling to his right here. And that was Josh Stewart. A little too high, obviously. Incomplete. So Dodge City now for decision. And they are going to kick the field goal. Brett Mathis attempt here. And again, from his 12-yard, this is about a 20-yard attempt. The end zones are 8 yards deep. Kick is up. The kick is no good. Wide left, no good. And the Wichita Force, that's a big defensive stand. Dodge City had that ball deep inside Force territory and unable to come up with any points. 13 seconds left to go. Brett Mathis, not sure what happened there. Outstanding kicker. Pulled it to the left. Again, it's a much smaller target for these kickers, though, in the arena game. Goalposts are 10 yards, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. 26-20, and the Wichita Force will come out and have the ball on their own 10-yard line. Will they try to go for the end zone here before the half? Corey Murphy out at quarterback. But great defensive stand there by the Wichita Force. Dodge City, a couple big penalties against the Force. Dodge City got the ball inside the 5-yard line, unable to score. Murphy's going to send his receivers deep, and now he's in trouble out of his own end zone and gets away. The ball had the pass knocked away at the 7-yard line and out of bounds as, wow. And once again, the intended receiver there, Nell Cruel, the 6-foot, 185-pounder from McNeese State. He's been a favorite target tonight of Corey Murphy, but boy, Murphy doing a nice job of staying alive out of his own end zone. A wobbly pass and just knocked away down there by the Dodge City defensive back. And that was Josh Stewart. So again, it's going both ways tonight for Dodge City. 6 seconds left. Wichita probably have time with just one more play if they go deep. Murphy is going to send everybody downfield. Here's the snap. Murphy throws. Got a man over the middle, and it is caught by Correll. And that will be, that's going to be the end of the first half of play. Correll trying to call a timeout, but to no avail. Well, wait a second. Are they going to put a second back on the clock? Hold on. Rodnell Cruel with a catch across the middle. And immediately the Force called a timeout. Here it is again. Corey Murphy to Cruel. Brought down there just around midfield. And they're going to put 3 seconds on the clock. That play only took 3 seconds. Wow. So this has to be the final play of the first half. Murphy again out of the shotgun. 26-20, the Wichita Force trying to get some more points here before the end of the first half. Up by 6. Low snap, and Murphy takes it, and he throws a little hook and ladder action over there on the far sideline, and out of bounds he goes, and that will be the end of the first half of play. As the Wichita Force coming up a little trickery there. Rodney Millette takes the pitch around that right side, but he's knocked out of bounds, and that is the end of the first half of play from Kansas Star Arena. The Wichita Force leading the Dodge City Law 26-20.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
It is halftime at Kansas Star Arena at Kansas Star Casino and Resort, south of Wichita in Mulvane, Kansas, about 18 miles south of Wichita on the Kansas Turnpike for the Wichita Force, their second home game of the season, leading the Dodge City Law 26-20 here in this Champions Indoor Football League game. And it has been kind of a crazy first half. It got off to a wild start from the very beginning when Wichita on their first possession trying this long field goal from their own end zone. And the kick, well, the snap was low and the kick obviously low right into the lineman, bounced into the end zone. Dodge City picked it up for the touchdown. And then the Force, though, came back after a targeting call. Big targeting call against Dodge City. Corey Murphy ran it in, and then Murphy with the touchdown pass right there. And Murphy again to Jack Tomlinson over the middle. Another terrific touchdown pass from Corey Murphy. So a couple touchdown passes. He ran for another. As for Dodge City, that's Zuri Davis on the receiving end of that throw from Rajon Ramsey. And then C.J. Cummings making the catch on the far sideline with that touchdown, and Wichita Force up 26-20 at halftime over the Dodge City Law. We're back with more right after this.
That sounds disturbing. That makes no sense. What?
Really glad you're here. We're going to talk about exercise.
We've got Make Your Body Scream. Does this motivate us to work out?
It would be so loud.
What would your mom or dad do if your body started screaming?
They would take you to the doctor, the hospital, medicine, the ER.
Yeah.
Unless you puke, faint, or die, keep going.
What if I don't want to keep going?
Wait, what would happen if, like, you walked into the gym and people were puking and fainting and dying? Do you want to stay there?
No. I mean, does faint? I'm fainting.
No pain, no gain, shut up and train. No pain,
I'm not
no
allowed to say shut up.
No.
Is shut up a nice thing to say?
No, it's not. Skip that word.
What kinds of things would you rather see on a poster like this?
If your body is hurting, just stop. You can do it. You're the best. You got this.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's all right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
This is one right here. Well, look, it looks like a little avocado, doesn't it? Hang on. Go ahead and roll some music there, Stewie. Everybody's going to pick up all these little green footballs. Now we're going to check it and see who bought this one. Me! Hey, remember, go to our social media pages, watch, drive on video, and go record your drive of the game. Up by 6, we got about 10 minutes left in the half. Good time to refresh yourself on one of our concession stands, or stop by pickups and towards merchandise. It looks great to do that. Do that, and we'll keep picking up these balls and we'll figure out who did it. Looks like we have a winner. The initials of the winner are GB. Who's a GB that wants the footballs? We got a couple GBs. The finest car in the stands tonight belongs to the winner of a new Yeti cooler, Gabe Bennett. Gabe Bennett, hooray! Hooray, hooray, hooray! the Seams Logan.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
This is you. This is your living room. And this is the tiny corner behind the couch, next to the plant you always forget to water, where you come to life. This is where you defy your lack of space, to carve out some for yourself. This is where you've broken down every barrier in your way. And this is where you're about to break another. This is the mobile stationary bike. This is a paradigm shift in stationary mobility. This is the space you deserve. This is a breath of fresh air. This is the earth beneath your feet. This is the sound of nature. This is still in testing. But if you want to work out in a spacious and comfortable environment right now, this is Planet Fitness. And look, there's more than just bikes.
And back at Kansas Star Arena, Leon Leba with you on the broadcast tonight. It is halftime. The Wichita Force leading the Dad City Law 26-20. A crazy first half. Had a little bit of everything. We had 2 targeting calls, 2 players ejected from both teams after the targeting calls. Had a blocked field goal that ended up in the end zone for an early touchdown for Dodge City. It's been kind of back and forth. And then we had a defensive stand right at the end of the first half from the Wichita Force. Dodge City had the ball. deep into Wichita Force territory. In fact, inside the 5-yard line, they were unable to score a touchdown. They tried the field goal. They missed, and that's where we stand. Wichita Force on top of Dodge City 26-20 here at halftime at Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane. Wichita Force will be back in action at home next Saturday night when they welcome the Sioux City Bandits to town. That's a team they've already played this season up in Sioux City, lost 38-6. That was a game that prompted head coach Ine Apkin to really try to get the offense going a little more and changed up his offensive coordinator. Got Kenneth Walters to come in as the offensive coordinator starting last Monday night, and certainly they have picked up the offensive pace, scored 30 points in the first half Monday night, and now 26 here in the first half. As we take a look there is Brett Mathis, the kicker for Dodge City, who missed that extra point, or that field goal attempt. Kind of unusual for him. He was the CIF player of special teams player of the week. He had a 40-yard field goal in the loss against Wyoming at Dodge City a couple weeks ago. He accounted for 6 points. He also had a 2-point conversion pass after a botched snap. So again, Mathis, the Champions Indoor Football League Special Teams Player of the Week. And we'll come down to special teams tonight. There's the quarterback, Corey Murphy, for the Wichita Force. He's had a pretty good run. By the way, Dodge City's starting quarterback, remember, late in the second half, Ray-John Austin Ramsey went out with an injured right arm or right shoulder, holding his arm, and replaced by Jalen Lowe. And Jalen Lowe gets a lot of playing time anyways. Head coach Richard Davis likes to go with 2 quarterbacks, but this was not planned this time as Austin Ramsey goes down with an injury. It should be interesting to see if he can return in the second half. Again, Ray-John Ramsey have a couple touchdown passes in the first half for Dodge City, 6'1", 210-pounder. And he is the leader on offense of this team as we see the Force continuing to get ready and warm up for the second half of action, as that is Jordan Payne. Have not heard Jordan Payne's name mentioned a lot tonight. He caught a touchdown pass Monday night. He's also a guy that can come in and play quarterback if need be for the Wichita Force, if Corey Murphy needs to go out for some reason. But 26-20, the Wichita Laws. I mentioned they're going to play at home next Saturday night against Sioux City. We'll have that game for you. Also, I just found out that a special appearance from former Wichita State Shocker star, NBA player, former New York Knick, Ron Baker. Ron Baker out of Scott City. He's going to be appearing at the game. Apparently, he's going to be suited up. I'm not sure exactly if he's going to be participating in a play or not, but he's going to be suited up for the Wichita Force and that game next Saturday night, Kansas Star Arena. As we take a look at the Dodge City quarterback, as he's grimacing as he throws, that is once again Ray-John Austin Ramsey. And not sure if he's going to be able to come back or not, as he looks like he's in some kind of discomfort there. But it is still halftime in Mulvane at Kansas Star Arena. Wichita Force leading the Dodge City Law 26-20. Back with more after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Creamy ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
26-20, the Wichita Force on top of the Dodge City Law. Halftime here at Kansas Star Arena. So we're bringing you CIF football. I'm Leon Lebo with you on the broadcast tonight as the Wichita Force playing their second game on their home field here their new home field at Kansas Star Arena. Again, this was an expansion franchise in 2014, and before this, the Wichita Force made their home at Intrust Bank Arena in downtown Wichita. And last year, they were going to play at Hartman Arena on the north side of Wichita, but that season, of course, wiped out because of the pandemic, and now they are back in action this year and at a new home at Kansas Star Arena next to Kansas Star Casino, 18 miles south of Wichita on the Kansas Turnpike, as we're about ready to start the second half. There's the head coach of the Dodge City Law, Richard Davis, a veteran coach of the arena game, 14 seasons in arena football, but he's also been all over the place in college, high school level, coached in NFL Europe, coached in the Canadian Football League. Richard Davis, also the managing partner of this franchise, instrumental in keeping it alive this season and moving it from Enid, Oklahoma to Dodge City. Again, 10 days before the season started, those developments came to fruition, and the Dodge City Law are back playing football. 1-1 on this young season. Both their games against the Wyoming Mustangs, won at Wyoming, lost their home opener against the Mustangs in Dodge City, April 22nd, and here they are against the Wichita Force, trailing 26-20. The Force, they'll be kicking off again from their own goal line. Anywhere along that goal line, the kicker can elect to kick. Usually it's from the middle. Francis Tusa, not the usual kicker for Wichita, doing the honors. Actually been pretty effective on kickoffs. Here's the high bouncer, and Dobbs will pick it up for Dodge City. Jaden Dobbs, and he crosses midfield, so Dodge City will have terrific field possession to start the second half. Linebacker there on the kickoff returns, has good hands. They call him Thor, that hair flowing. Again, he's the athletic director at a local junior high in Enid, Oklahoma, also a teacher there. Young man out of Wisconsin. As Dodge City, again, terrific field possession, but remember, late in the second half, they had the ball inside the 5-yard line and were unable to score. So the Wichita Force came up with a goal line stand. Force on defense. They have been terrific the last couple of games. Jeremiah Farms, their leader on the defensive line, number 10. Meanwhile, here we go. And it's going to be, we're going to have all kinds of flags flying there, as Dodge City tried a little trickery there, I guess. The snap going to Zuri Davis. We have a false start. Zuri Davis, the wide receiver, goes in motion and takes the snap. Almost looked like he picked it off, but that's going to bring up second down and 15 as the ball is marked back to the 21-yard line. And again, Jalen Lowe is in at quarterback for Dodge City. Lowe taking over for Ray John. Austin Ramsey was injured, and we got a good look at Ray John there at halftime. He did not look like he was comfortable and ready to come back into the game, injuring his right arm in the first half. And now we're going to have another flag and possible false start again against Dodge City. And that is 2 in a row. Mark it back another 5 yards. First down and 20 now for the Dodge City Law. They have yet to get a snap off here in the second half on this first possession. They start off with terrific field possession in Wichita territory. Now we mark that ball all the way back to the 16-yard line. And first down and 20 to go for Jalen Lowe and company. Again, the backup quarterback, but he gets a lot of playing time. You hesitate to call him the backup. Kind of shares a lot of action. But here he is in the second half. 6 foot, 200-pounder. And he dumps off over the middle to his offensive lineman, eligible there. And taking it all the way over on the far side and knocked out of bounds. That is Dominic Logan, 6'6", 310 pounds out of northwestern Oklahoma State. Obviously a big target. And man, breaking the tackle there. Tim Hamilton trying to go low, but the big man, Dominic Logan, just ran him over. Lost a shoe on the play. That's a big shoe. As that will bring up second down now. And about 4 yards to go for a first down. A big pickup there for the big man. Jalen Lowe out of the shotgun. Cameron Booty standing next to him. Booty hasn't ran the ball in a while. Now Lowe is going to pass to Booty. Booty takes it, trying to cut back. He crosses to 25. He's got the first down to 20, 15, down to the 10. Knocked out of bounds against the wall. First down and goal to go for Dodge City. Terrific play that time from Jalen Lowe. Had to improvise a little bit, just dumped it off. He was in trouble. Here it is again as he backpedals and just tosses it to Cameron Booty, and Booty does a terrific job of getting out of the grass there from Jeremiah Farms Jr., who couldn't make the tackle, and then Booty takes it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal to go for Dodge City. See if they can capitalize on this, as again they've had some difficulty in the red zone. A lot of teams do have difficulty though in an arena game in that when you get it down deep inside the other team's goal line, because there's just not a room to operate. Low, going back, throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Just got rid of that one. Nice catch over there. And tosses it back into play. I think his friends are, why'd you keep it? All right, the ball marked at the 8-yard line. The 8-yard line, that'll bring up second down and goal to go for Dodge City. And Jalen Lowe, the quarterback. He walks on the field after getting the play from Richard Davis, his head coach. See what the Law have in store here as Jalen Lowe will line up over center. That's Dominic Logan, the big man. He caught a pass, and now they hand out to Booty. Booty cuts back inside the 5, down near the goal line, and he says he's in for the touchdown, but the official says no, he's out of bounds at the wall there at the 1-yard line. Booty arguing his case, but to no avail. Just a straight handoff to the left side. Cameron Booty. Ball nearly stripped away there by Jeremiah Farms as Booty gets knocked out of bounds, and that'll bring up third and goal to go. Get the ball at the 1-yard line of Wichita. Dodge City trying to punch it in here and take the lead, or tie it up at least with a touchdown. They trail 26-20 here in the third quarter, just underway. Dodge City's had the ball now for almost over 5 minutes, and now we're going to have a timeout on the field. I think Richard Davis, yes, calls the timeout for Dodge City. I want to talk this one over as he brings the offense over to discuss the situation. 10:13 left to go in the third quarter. Talked about the Wichita Force. They're back in action next Saturday night at home against the Sioux City Bandits. We're going to have that game for you. And then next Sunday, Dodge City Law is back home. And that is a 3 o'clock afternoon game at United Wireless Arena. They're going to take on the Salina Liberty. The Liberty off to a fast start, as they have been racking up the points and the wins early in this season. So Dodge City Law back home next Sunday against the Salina Liberty. Right now the Law trailing Wichita 26-20. Third down and goal to go for Jalen Lowe, the quarterback now for Dodge City. Cameron Booty is his running back. Sends a man in motion to the far side, and then he's going to run it himself. Lowe looking for some room, and he is driven out of bounds. Terrific defense from the Wichita Force. That was Jawan Juju Afre leading the defense over there. Number 1 for Wichita. This was just a quarterback keeper all the way. Boy, it looked like we didn't have a holding call against Dodge City, but as Afre was held, but he gets away from it and makes the tackle. No flag on the play, and that's going to bring up fourth down and goal to go for Dodge City. Again, the Wichita Force already has one defensive stand, goal line stand. That was late in the first half. Can they come up with another one? Low. A little confusion, perhaps. I'm not sure. He's over center. Fourth down, goal to go. Hands off to Cameron Booty. Booty fighting his way. Crosses the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. Dodge City 26-26. Cameron Booty, yeah, showing some strength there. See, just pounded his way. Would not go down into the end zone for the Dodge City touchdown on fourth and goal to go. Bounces his way to the right side there, and just slithers into the end zone. Yeah, he got some help from behind as well from big offensive linemen. That was Jamar Seard, who played on the original Dodge City Law franchise from Highland Community College, the Scotties. And now Dodge City going to try to take the lead of an extra point here, but now we've got there's Ine Apkin, the head coach. The Force coming out to talk about something here. 26-26. Not sure what the discussion is about here. We've had a lot of discussions in this game. Hold on here. They're going to replay this again? No. Here we go, the extra point. Brett Mathis in to try the extra point. Missed a field goal late in the first half. Mathis played college football at Bethel College in Newton, and the kick is up, and it is good. And the Dodge City Law have taken the lead. 27-26, 8:23 left to go in the third quarter of play. Wichita Force will have the football when we come back.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
27-26, the Dodge City Law have taken back the lead over the Wichita Force. 8:23 left to go in the third quarter from Kansas Star Arena. Leon Leva with you on the broadcast tonight. CIF football coming your way. Ine Apkin, the head coach there, the Wichita Force. In after that last touchdown, 4th and goal to go. Cameron Booty got it in for the touchdown. Wichita Force coach came out to discuss something, but the extra point was good from Brett Mathis, and that is the difference in this game. A 1-point lead for Dodge City, 27-26. And speaking of Brett Mathis, there he is, about ready to kick off for Dodge City. In from his own goal line. If you're not familiar with arena football rules, field is 50 yards long. If you kick it through the end zone, it goes out of the back of the end zone or over the end zone. It's brought back to the 25-yard line, which is at midfield. So a lot of the kicks are short squib kicks or try to get a return back. Mathis, line drive up the middle. That will bounce, and it'll be taken by Batiste. Batiste is brought down inside the 9-yard line. Great coverage there from Dodge City. Dodge City with Keontae Griffin on the coverage on the kickoff return, as Tavares Batiste, who does it all for Wichita, but not there this time. And that was actually Ivan King. Ivan King, number 4. I thought it was number 1. Number 4, Ivan King. We have not mentioned a lot tonight. He had a big interception for Dodge City a couple weeks ago against Wyoming. Big tackle there, though. As here's Corey Murphy, keeps it himself. And Murphy, not much room there. Gets up to about the 8-yard line. There's Ivan King again. Along with the linebacker we've mentioned a lot, Jaden Dobbs, number 7 for Dodge City. Meanwhile, Corey Murphy getting his helmet back in order as that'll bring up second down. Maybe about 8 to go for a first down for the Wichita Force. Trailing now 27-26. Clock running inside around 7:15 to go in the third quarter. Murphy's going to go deep. Down the middle and overthrows everybody. Batiste, the intended receiver. Somebody lost their program there. As I mentioned, Tavarius Batiste does it all. He's also receiver and the running back. Going deep, and Ivan King. I said we hadn't mentioned his name much. It's all over the place now. He was on the cover here. And back to pass again, Murphy, and this one incomplete. Not sure that ball was deflected or not. Rodney Mollett was the intended receiver for Wichita. And what are the Force going to do here? So once again, Murphy, here is the replay. Well, this is the play before. Going deep, beautiful spiral, deep pass, but overthrew everybody. Again, but Tavarius Batiste, the intended receiver. And that was, now we're going to have another long field goal attempt. Francis Tusa from his own 2-yard line, and it squibs out of bounds, not there, and that has been a disaster for the Wichita Force tonight, trying these long field goals. Again, the game started with a blocked field goal, much like that one, a squib that just bounced into the end zone, and Dodge City recovered. This one, though, goes out of bounds, and Dodge City's going to take over with terrific field position. The Force not showing much confidence in their offense there, going for the field goal. Of course, the ball gets moved back a little further, but still Dodge City's going to have terrific field position, leading now 27-26. Clock running near the 5.5-minute mark of the third quarter. So once again, Jalen Lowe in at quarterback for the Dodge City Law. He's got Cameron Booty next to him. Booty's been terrific at running back. Booty's going to keep it. Booty breaks a tackle, crosses the 15, dancing out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Cameron Booty just scored a touchdown for Dodge City on 4th and goal. Bouncing his way down to the 10-yard line, breaking a tackle right there. He is elusive. He is fast if he gets in the open field. But there is such a thing in arena football. It's a little tight out there. Force defense has been operating with their backs against the wall the last couple of possessions. They had a goal line stand late in the first half. Almost had one here in the third quarter, but Dodge City able to score on 4th and goal. Now it's second down from their own 10. Lowe in trouble, throws it. He's got a man. He's got incomplete. Ball bounced away. And that is Juju Offray on the coverage over there. Intended receiver was Gerald Thomas, and it looked like he may have had it in his hands and just knocked out at the last second. As it will be, yeah, the ball was in a crowd there a little bit, but again, Juju Offray doing a terrific job on the coverage. That'll bring up third down. Third down for Dodge City on their own 10-yard line. Still have a chance to get a first down without a touchdown. Lowe, though, is going to be wrapped up just shy of the 5-yard line. Tim Hamilton on the tackle. Kind of hit him hard and brought him down. Fourth down now, and will Brett Mathis come out to kick a field goal? It looks like Richard Davis is going to talk things over here with his quarterback, and looks like they're going to go for it. And Richard Davis, a veteran head coach, been around, and not just around the game of football, around the world coaching the football. NFL Europe, the Canadian League. 14 years in the arena game. 4th down. And remember, 4 yards to go for a first down. 4th and 4. They still can get a first down. And now we're going to have perhaps offsides or a false start. Movement everywhere. Flags flying. Let's see. That was Jeremiah Farms. Yeah, it's going to be offsides against Wichita, and that's going to be a first down for Dodge City. That is a big penalty against the Wichita Force. So now it's 1st and goal to go for Dodge City. Again, this Wichita Force defense has done a terrific job, but only so many times they can be asked to stop Dodge City. They have had their backs against the wall here in the last few possessions. 1st and goal to go from the 3-yard line for Dodge City. Jalen Lowe is going to keep it himself. Comes to the near side, left side, and just shy of the goal line, and that'll bring up 2nd down and goal to go. And certainly nothing complicated by that play call. They stacked up 2 receivers over there as blockers, and that's where Lowe went, following Cameron Booty there, number 5 is running back. And nice tackle and stick down there at the near the goal line for Wichita. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal to go for the Dodge City Law. Jalen Lowe, the quarterback. He's got Cameron Booty as running back. Look for Booty to get this one. Booty does. And Booty is going to be stopped, and maybe for a loss on the play. Jeremiah Farms on the tackle, number 10 for Wichita. Farms is a terrific defensive lineman for this team. We mentioned his names a lot. We did that Monday night when he had a terrific game against Arlington. 6'3", 270-pounder. Wraps up Cameron Booty from behind and brings him down. 3rd down and goal to go now for Dodge City. Law just have trouble getting the ball in, but they've had so many opportunities. Last time they did on 4th down and goal to go. 3rd down here from the 2. And it's going to be a handoff to the wide receiver this time. A little sweep to the right and nothing there. And so it's 4th and goal to go again. Can Dodge City capitalize? That was Obi Ihioma in there on offense, and now they're going to kick a field goal. Brett Mathis in for the 20-yard attempt. He missed from about this distance earlier. The kick is up, and it is good. This time it's good, and Dodge City takes a 30-26 lead, but wait a second, we've got penalty flags. Hold on. Why not? Seems like after every score in this game, we've had some sort of discussion or a penalty. 31 seconds, by the way, left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dodge City's dominated the time of possession here in the 3rd quarter. Force have only had the ball once. Oh my. Illegal defense. That's going to be declined against the Wichita Force. Then we're going to have a personal foul, and that's going to be a first down. So wave off the field goal. They're going to take the points out the board, Dodge City is, and take the penalty. Certainly, why not? 1st and goal to go. My gosh. This Force defense has really done a good job on these goal line stands, but how many times can you get out there and have to do this again? As the ball now marked at the 2-yard line. The 2-yard line is, here's the Dodge City quarterback, Jalen Lowe, replacing Ray-John Austin Ramsey in this game. Ramsey went out with an arm injury late in the first half, arm or shoulder. He's got Cameron Booty standing next to him on the left side, the outstanding running back for Dodge City. And play action. Low, looking, in trouble. Going to roll to his right. Throws, and a ball knocked away, incomplete. And that forced defense coming up again with another stop. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. So we'll go the other way as Dodge City will have the ball, second and goal to go, leading 27-20.
It's all right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do. You will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
That sounds disturbing. That makes no sense. What?
Really glad you're here. We're going to talk about exercise.
We've got Make Your Body Scream. Does this motivate us to work out?
It would be so loud.
What would your mom or dad do if your body started screaming?
They'll take you to the doctor, the hospital, medicine, the ER.
Yeah.
Unless you puke, faint, or die, keep going.
What if I don't want to keep going?
Yeah. What would happen if, like, you walked into the gym and people were puking and fainting and dying? Do you want to stay there?
No. I mean, does faint? I'm fainting.
No pain, no gain, shut up and train. No pain,
I'm not
no
allowed to say shut up.
No.
Is shut up a nice thing to say?
No, it's not. Let's get that one.
What kinds of things would you rather see on a poster like this?
If your body is hurting, just stop. You can do it. You're the best. You got this.
Well, back at Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas, the Wichita Force and the Dodge City Law. Dodge City up 27-26 as we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter, and it will be second down and goal to go for Dodge City at the 2-yard line. And recap for you, Dodge City kicked a 20-yard field goal moments ago. Looked like they were going to go up 30-26, but there was a personal foul roughing the kicker, I believe, against Wichita. So Dodge City elected to take the penalty and take the points off the board, and why not try for a touchdown here and get some more. But it's second down and goal to go. The Wichita Force defense has been stingy down here, but can they hold them out? Here's Cameron Booty again. Booty up to the goal line, and Booty, I believe, yes, he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Dodge City. Was that ball fumbled as is picked up by the big offensive lineman there? That's not Booty. That's Dominic Logan. Let's see this again. Here's the handoff. Cameron Booty. And yes, that ball bounces out right into the big man's hands. Dominic Logan did not see that on the first try. And how about that? Dominic Logan has a touchdown. 6'6", 310-pound offensive lineman. That ball just took a very fortunate bounce right into his hands. As there is the starting quarterback for Dodge City, Ray John Austin Ramsey, but he will be in there to hold, so he's okay to do that. Again, not playing at all in the second half as he went out late in the first half of a shoulder injury. He'll be holding for Brett Mathis, so he'll try the extra point. Dodge City up 33-26. The kick is up and no good. He missed. Brett Mathis misses, so Dodge City up 33-26, 13:40 to go in the fourth quarter in this game. We're back with more after this.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, can the Wichita Force get something going on offense? Only had 1 possession so far here in the second half as the fourth quarter just underway. And that possession went nowhere as they tried a long field goal attempt again. And that was a disaster as it squibbed away, gave Dodge City another terrific field position. And Dodge City has taken advantage to score the touchdown and now up 33-26. But the Wichita Force trying to get an offensive spark here in the second half as they'll take the kickoff here. Brett Mathis, who just missed the extra point. Now kickoff for Dodge City. It's once again Tavares Batiste back there as the return man for the Wichita Force. We talked about his versatility so much. The running back, wide receiver, and return man. Number 21 for the Wichita Force. Batiste out of McNeese State. 5'11", 183-pounder. Brett Mathis, who does a terrific job of keeping the ball in play. And this one is going to be a little bit longer and bounces out of bounds. Batiste wisely lets that bounce out of the back of the end zone, and I think that's going to come out to the 25-yard line for the Force. Got a little help from a fan reaching over there to grab that ball. And no, it's going to be at the 5. It bounced on the ground there. Okay, did not go out on the fly. So Force will be back on their own 5-yard line. And again, Corey Murphy, number 4. He's the quarterback, trying to get this offense going for the Force. Has not done well, but again, it is the fourth quarter. Despite what you see on the screen, it is the fourth quarter as we're under 13 minutes to play in this game. Corey Murphy's going to run it himself. Maybe a little option play, not there. And Obi Ihioma comes up with a tackle, number 12 for Dodge City. Outstanding defensive end. Again, he was a sack leader in college at Northwestern State, Louisiana. And I think that might have been a option play as Batiste was the pitch man, but Ihioma read it all the way and stops Corey Murphy for no gain. So second down and 10 for the Wichita Force. Maybe a pick up a yard on the play. Now Murphy's going to throw. Murphy over the middle, crosses the 15-yard line, and he's got his man, and that is Rodnell Cruel. And as he tells us, that's a first down, Wichita. So finally, some positive yardage for the Wichita Force here in the second half. Force trailing 33-26. Corey Murphy's gone all the way at quarterback for Wichita. Over center this time. Again, he's got Batiste as his running back. Hands off to Batiste. Coming to the left side, not much there. And brought down by Jaden Dobbs. And we have a flag on the play. I wonder if we might have a face mask on that point, as Dobbs looked like he might have got hands around the helmet. And it will be a first down for Wichita. Not sure what the penalty was, but the flags were flying and the march down the field is going to be into Dodge City territory all the way down to the 17-yard line. So big break there for the Wichita Force. They have a chance to tie this game. They have not kicked an extra point, even attempted one, though, in this game. All two-point conversions as the pass is complete to Jordan Payne on the far side. Line Jordan Payne, the 6'2", 230-pound wide receiver out of Alcorn State. Got a touchdown pass Monday night against Arlington. Just takes that quick pass over there, gets some blocking, crosses the 15. And looks like he got across the, where are we here? Yes, inside the 10-yard line at the 9-yard line of Dodge City. Corey Murphy, 2 wide receivers to the far side, throws over to Payne again, and Payne doing all the work inside the 5-yard line. So a little drive going here from the Wichita Force. Got help from the big penalty from Dodge City, but Force doing nothing too complicated, just that short pass out there and then letting Payne do the rest, setting up some blockers in front of him. 33-26. 10:20 left to go in the game. Plenty of time for lots of things to happen in this game. In arena football, you see a lot in a very short time. Corey Murphy. He's got Rodnell Cruel to his left now. Cruel in motion. Now he swings around back to the near side. Murphy, he throws to Cruel. Cruel at the goal line. Is he in? Force signaling touchdown, but no official signal. Cruel throws that ball into the stands for a souvenir. And is that a touchdown? I've honestly not seen an official call here. So he's knocked down right at the goal line, out of bounds on the inflatable wall. Everybody's hands going up except the guy in the striped shirt. Well, there's a penalty. How about that? No surprise there. It is a touchdown. It is a touchdown, Wichita. That makes it 33-32. Touchdown, Wichita. They will go for two and try to take the lead. They've gone for two on every one of their touchdowns in this game, and they've only converted once, and that was the very first TD of the game, and now we can have a timeout on the field. So we're going to talk it over. 33-32. Dodge City on top. 9:50 left to go in the game, but the Wichita Force will try to take the lead here with a two-point conversion. Richard Davis discussing of his defense. And the head coach of the Dodge City Law. Once again, the Law, originally the Oklahoma Flying Aces out of Enid. Because of a situation with their workman's compensation insurance that just wasn't going to allow them to play in Oklahoma this year. They moved to Dodge City. The Champions Indoor League was going to expand to Dodge City next year anyway. By the way, they did announce this week another expansion team for next year in Billings, Montana. So the CIF continues to grow. All right, two-point conversion for a chance to take the lead. Corey Murphy, the quarterback. Murphy looking, throws over the middle. He's got his man, and that is Josh Stewart. Check that, Jordan Payne, who did all the work getting them down here. Payne makes the catch in the end zone. And now the Wichita Force take a one-point lead, 34-33. They kind of flooded the middle of the end zone. They had three receivers there, and Payne was open. And Corey Murphy found it. Big two-point conversion, obviously, for the Wichita Force. 9:45 left to go in the game. Force on top, 34-33 over the Dodge City Law. We're back with more after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
All right, we said the Wichita Force needed an offensive spark, and they got it. They went on a 45-yard drive from their own 5-yard line, helped with a big Dodge City penalty. But the Force got it down, a couple of pass completions to Jordan Payne, and then a touchdown. And the two-point conversion, Corey Murphy just completed that two-point conversion pass to Jordan Payne, and now Wichita has regained the lead of 34-33 over the Dodge City Law. And the Law missed their extra point attempt on their last touchdown, and that's the difference in this game right now. Dodge City will be receiving the kickoff here with, again, 9:45 left to go in this football game. Gerald Thomas, deep. Back there with Josh Stewart. It's Josh Stewart, number 8. Gerald Thomas, number 3, as the Force be kicking off again from their own goal line, as everyone does. And now Batiste is going to do the kicking. Well, we told you he was very versatile. Tavarius Batiste, receiver, running back, return man, and now kicks it and into the end zone. That's a good kick. Picked up by Josh Stewart, and Stewart's going to be brought down as he brings it out of the end zone at the 7-yard line. And great coverage there on the Wichita Force kick return team. And now it looks like Josh Stewart might be injured. He's slow getting up. Once again, good kick by Batiste, bouncing into the end zone. That's what you want to do. Batiste picks it up, and then he is stacked up and brought down by a bunch of Wichita Force, 3 of them there, led by Rodney Millette on the return. And once again, Josh Stewart very slow to get up. Richard Davis, head coach, out there now. It's like a trainer comes out to check on him. 34-33, the Wichita Law on top of Dodge City. 9:33 left to go in the game. Dodge City will have the ball on their own 7-yard line to start this drive. And once again, if you just joined us, Jalen Lowe in at quarterback for Dodge City. Replaced the starter, Ray John Austin Ramsey, late in the first half when Ramsey went out of an arm injury, a shoulder injury to his throwing arm. And he has been back in to do the holding on extra point attempts and field goal attempts, but he's not playing quarterback. Jalen Lowe, the 6', 200-pound QB from Langston University, number 9. He's back in there. And again, that ball marked actually at the 8-yard line. Dodge City at the own 8. 2 receivers heading it downfield. Lowe pumps to the near side, finds a man over the right side, over the middle. That's Zuri Davis. Zuri Davis, who's really a clutch receiver for this Dodge City team. He comes up with some big catches. We don't see him that often, but boy, when we do, he makes some noise. Good pickup there for Dodge City. Jalen Lowe. And caught from behind by the shirt tail. Down goes Zuri Davis. That was Juju Opre making the tackle. Jalen Lowe out of his own, out underneath the center at the 19-yard line. And he hands off to Cameron Booty. Booty across midfield up near the 20-yard line. Mark that at the 21 of Wichita in the Force territory. Cameron Booty, he is a valuable weapon on this team. In the arena game, you always think about passing, but boy, Booty can run the football. Kind of offers a nice changeup on offense for this Dodge City Law team. Cameron Booty, 5'10", 210 pounds, out of Langston University, his hometown, Miami, Oklahoma. Rushed for a couple touchdowns his last game out. Low, oh my, now we're going to have a bad snap, but wait, we've got a flag, and I think we're going to have a false start. Force come up with the ball, but the whistle was blowing. Let's see what the call is going to be. That was Deshaun Ray who came up with the fumble there, but it will be a false start, so play was dead. And that will move it back 5 yards. And so Dodge City fortunate to actually have the false start instead of the fumble, obviously. Just under 8 minutes to go. 7:56 left to go in this game. Wichita on top 34-33. It's been a wacky, crazy back and forth game. A lot of different weird stuff has happened, but we got a good one. 1-point lead for the Wichita Force. Cameron Lowe, 2 receivers downfield, both sides. Lowe in trouble, now throws. He's got his man across the 20-yard line. And that is Gerald Thomas with the catch. And that pass kind of behind him. And see, Lowe does a terrific job. We saw this in the game against Wyoming. He does a nice job of throwing off balance and cross his body. And Gerald Thomas there. Across the 20. The Law still in business here as it is second down and about 12 yards to go. Lowe over the middle. He's got his man. That's going to be a first down inside the 10. See who caught that. So he gets up off the ground here. Watch it again. Low, kind of a high snap, had plenty of time and fires it over the middle. And there's the catch made by, well, Zuri Davis, coming up big. Talked about him. Man, he made a terrific one-handed catch falling down a couple weeks ago against Wyoming. It set up a Dodge City touchdown. And Zuri Davis, an exciting player. He's in motion to the far side. And now they're going to hand off Camden Booty to that left side. And Booty, nowhere to go. He is brought down quickly. As that is Francis Tusa, who plays offensive line, defensive line, has done some kicking tonight, but this time comes up a big tackle for the loss on the Dodge City running back, Cameron Booty. Francis Tusa out of Friends University, Wichita. 6'5", 241 pounds. Very strong player. Second down. Goal to go from the 11-yard line. Dodge City, Cameron Lowe, the quarterback. Lowe thought about running. Now he's going to throw it up and out of bounds. Throws it away. Brings up third down. Has everybody flying over that wall down there. A couple of Wichita players going out of bounds as they come back in. That's Juwan Opre, number 1, and Mario Donnell, number 3. So third down, goal to go from the 11-yard line for Dodge City. Seems like that's been the story here in the second half. Dodge City Law deep in Wichita territory, but the Law get it down here. They've had difficulty getting it into the end zone. They have the last 2 possessions, but it's taken a while. Low out of the shotgun. He's got all his receivers to the right side with 2 in motion. And he fakes the handoff, play action to Booty. Now he throws in the end zone. He's got his man, and that's a touchdown for Dodge City. Torrance Carr catches it in the back of the end zone for the Dodge City Law touchdown. He caught a couple of touchdown passes in our last game we had with Dodge City against Wyoming. They kind of just flooded that right side, and then Carr came over the middle and was open. As we look at it again, Jalen Lowe, play action, rolls to his right. He's really good at throwing off his back foot. He almost seems like he prefers rolling to his right and doing that. And he finds Carr in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 39-34, and Brett Mathis will try to make it 40-34. He's had some difficulty with the extra points tonight. And Ray John Ramsey holding, and the kick this time is good. And the Dodge City Law have scored and converted on the extra point, and that's going to make it 40-34. Law on top of the Wichita Force with 3:43 left to go in the game. We're back with more after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, the game has gone back and forth. Dodge City Law back on top, leading the Wichita Force 40-34. 3:40 now left to go in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Dodge City will be kicking off. Brett Mathis, who just kicked the extra point, to put his team up by 6. Wichita Force will be receiving with Tavarius Batiste back there at his own goal line. Tavarius Batiste, number 21 for Wichita. He's been terrific tonight, doing it all. Mathis with the low kick, takes a bounce, and picked up by Batiste at the 5-yard line. Up to the 15, bounces back out, trying to find some room, and then he's going to be brought down. He fumbles the football, and Dodge City has recovered. Big play for the Dodge City Law is a big fumble for Tavarius Batiste, maybe trying to do a little bit too much on that play. It was recovered by Marcus Odom for Dodge City, Again, the young man they call Mighty Mike, 5'9", 180-pounder from southwestern Oklahoma State, a native of Enid, Oklahoma. Kind of a local favorite when he was playing with the Oklahoma Flying Aces down there in Enid, but Marcus Odom comes up with a fumble recovery. Huge play there for Dodge City as they are in great field position after that turnover. Well, we talked about Tavarius Batiste does it all for the Force, maybe trying to do a little too much that time, trying to find some room to run. Got wrapped up, ball stripped away. Marcus Odom comes up with a fumble recovery. And Jalen Lowe, the quarterback for Dodge City, again has his team in Wichita Force territory. A good chance here. That ball at the 16-yard line. Lowe back to pass into the end zone, and that ball knocked away. Good defense there from the Wichita Force, as that was DeMario Donnell who got a hand on it. He's had a couple good plays in the backfield tonight. So once again, Lowe throws off his back foot even when he doesn't have to, as he did there. And that was a little short. And I see Antoine Goodley back in there, the wide receiver from Baylor. Highly touted wide receiver. Have not seen much this season because of a foot injury. So second down and 10 from the 16. Lowe throws over the middle. He's got his man down across the 5-yard line. That'll be a 1st and goal to go for Dodge City. And that is the man we were just talking about, Antoine Goodley. Goodley, an All-American at Baylor. Man, we're going to have a penalty on the play. Now you're roughing the passer, but it's really not going to take it too much further down the field. They were already inside the 5, but yet another big penalty against the Force. But I'll mark the ball about the 2.5-yard line. So 1st down and goal to go. Again, Antoine Goodley, an All-American at Baylor, where he was a wide receiver there and had 150 receptions, 21 touchdowns. More than 23 yards of receiving yards at Baylor. Played with Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Robert Griffin III. Now playing with this young man at quarterback, Jalen Lowe, is coming in the second half to take over for Ajon. Austin Ramsey's done another terrific job, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. 40-34, Dodge City on top. 1:39 left to go in this game. Jalen Lowe, again, a young man from Langston University in Oklahoma, over there talking to his head coach, Richard Davis. And Richard Davis likes to use both quarterbacks, Ramsey and Lowe, but this time he's kind of forced to because Ramsey got injured late in the first half. Like either a shoulder or arm injury to his right throwing arm. So Lowe has gotten the entire way, and he's been terrific. Lowe out of the shotgun. Oh, he takes a high snap and is able to recover it. But he is knocked out of bounds on the near sideline. That's going to be a loss on the play. High snap. Kind of had to one-hand that one. And was able to keep possession, but a loss on the play is Francis Tusa, defensive lineman there for Wichita. Pushes him out of bounds on the near sideline. 2nd down and goal to go. And Dodge City certainly will take their time. They want to certainly score here and go up 2 possessions, but also not give Wichita much time to even operate, as now we're going to have a timeout because we're at the 1-minute mark, I believe. That's much like the 2-minute warning in NFL. We have a 1-minute warning in arena football. So 1 minute to go. Dodge City leading Wichita 40-34. We're back with more right after this.
Right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Creamy Ranch, sweet and sour, spicy buffalo, tangy barbecue. Each McNugget, a chance to diversify your sauce portfolio. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Believe you me, we've seen a lot of mornings. And eating the small bits of cheese stuck to a McDonald's wrapper is the right way to start a morning. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any one of their 5 locations. This week's Drive of the Game is brought to you by Premier Driving School. We love what we do, you will too. Visit Premier Driving School at any of their 5 locations.
1 minute, so 1 minute to go in this football game from Kansas Star Arena. The Dodge City Law leading 40-34 over the Wichita Force. Dodge City has the ball. Be 3rd and goal to go. They just had a loss on the play as Richard Davis still talking things over of his offense. Jalen Lowe, number 9 there. He's the quarterback. Remember, Dodge City scored on the very first possession of this game when the Force tried a field goal out of their own end zone. More than like a 51-yarder. And, well, it's more like a 58-yarder when you count the end zone. And the kick was kicked right into a lineman, bounced into the end zone, and Dodge City scored a touchdown. That was on the first possession. Now, the Law trying to score maybe on the final possession. 1 minute to go. 40-34, Dodge City with the lead and the football. At the 14-yard line. Pass is nearly picked off. Lowe's pass intended for Gerald Thomas, it looked like. As that is Jeremy Lewis on the coverage, and Lewis thought he should have had it. I guess he's penalizing himself with some push-ups there because he did not catch it. And is that ball just out of his reach? I'm not sure, or just through his hands, but Dodge City have another opportunity. 56 seconds left to go. Jeremy Lewis, 5'11", 187-pounder from East Tennessee State. In the ball at the 14-yard line of Wichita. Dodge City, high snap over the head of the quarterback. Lowe is in trouble. Still on his feet at midfield, 25. Now he's down to the 10, across the 10, inside the near the 8-yard line. What a terrific effort there, though, by Jalen Lowe. He was in trouble as that snap went over his head. And he made something out of nothing there as we look at it again. He got the nice bounce, breaks a tackle, and then does a terrific job of running the football. So he takes it all the way across the 10. Looks like he might be marked down at the 9-yard line. Now we're going to have another timeout. Dodge City's going to call a timeout. 44 seconds left. 44 seconds left. I think it's a 30-second timeout. And with 4th down coming up, Mathis, I think, is going to come out and try a field goal here. Brett Mathis, number 32, was in the game, so he is the field goal kicker for Dodge City. In the CIF Special Teams Player of the Week. Trying to put his team up 43-34. Make it a 2-possession game with 44 seconds. And he is in there along with number 10, Rajon Austin Ramsey, the starting quarterback, but once again he got injured. Has not played quarterback, but he has held on the extra point attempts and these field goal attempts. And this will be about a 24-yard attempt for Brett Mathis. Kind of a high snap. Kick is up, and it is good. I think it bounced off the right upright and goes through. It is good. 43-34, Dodge City increases its lead with 41 seconds to go. So Brett Mathis has his team up with that field goal. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more right after this.
all right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, the Dodge City Law have now taken a 43-34 advantage with 41 seconds left to go in this game. Brett Mathis with a 24-yard field goal. And he'll be kicking off for Dodge City again from his own goal line as the Dodge City Law in control here late in this game. A game that has gone back and forth, had some crazy plays, a lot of penalties. 2 players ejected for targeting in the first half, one from each team. We've seen it all tonight. But right now the Law really have dominated the second half. With a backup quarterback, Jalen Lowe, leading the way. And now the kick is taken by C.J. Jennings, and Jennings, the up man, and that's going to give the Force some pretty good field position as he's knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. 35 seconds to go. In arena football, 35 seconds is still a lot of time. Maybe not a lot of time, but enough time if the Force can score quickly and then get an onside kick, obviously. But anything can happen in this game. You can score from anywhere on the field, obviously, in the short field. But Force have had difficulty getting the offense going here in the second half, though they did have a one-scoring drive their last time out. Here's the pass from Murphy to the far side and out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll be a first down. Rodney Millette with the catch. That ball marked, well, he's marking it at the 10-yard line. Let's see where the officials put it. And they're going to, well, they're going to keep it right there, I believe, at the 10. Yes. So it's going to be first down and goal to go for Wichita. 31 seconds left. Force trying to score quickly here. Murphy sending his receivers in motion, and now I think we're going to have a false start. Yes, indeed, against Wichita. Seeing guys going everywhere and too much movement. Again, you can send 2 receivers downfield before the ball is snapped in motion. They have to be off the line of scrimmage before they move, and looked like you may have 3 guys heading downfield that time. So a false start, and I'll move it back to the 15, and first down and goal to go from there. 30 seconds left to go in the game. 43-34, Dodge City on top. And man in motion. Murphy's going to throw it to Batiste. Little screen action maybe. Crosses near the goal line, and well, a young man down there goes flying. He's okay, I hope. As that out of bounds marked at the 11-yard line. That'll bring up second down and goal to go. So we watch it again. I think this is going to be set up as a screen and not a lot of blocking out front. There's a young man in the green shirt. Can't stand that close to that inflatable wall. Down he goes. It's like, what happened, man? Corey Murphy with Tavarius Batiste next to him, but Murphy's going to throw the ball. Murphy into the looking, and now he's knocked out of bounds, and the clock will stop over there on the far sideline. 18 seconds left. 18. It's again not a lot of room down there they operate as far as passing that football in the end zone. Too many bodies in there. Corey Murphy trying to do something. His team trailing 43-34. Dodge City's biggest lead here late in the game. 18 seconds to go in this football game. Wichita Force trying to score quickly here and then perhaps get an onside kick, but they got to get in the end zone. Murphy taking his time, getting everybody in line. Third down and goal to go. Murphy's got blocked away, knocked away. Great defense by the Dodge City defensive back on the play, as that was number 3 for Dodge City. And that'll bring up fourth down and goal to go. And this is it. Force trying to stay alive. 15 seconds to go. Murphy throws, and that ball again knocked away. Incomplete. The Law will take over, and the Law will take control this game and win this game. All they got to do is kill out the clock now, as Corey Murphy just could not get it in the end zone. Not a lot of room to work when you get it down in the red zone area. And he's finding that out now. As by the way, that was Keontae Griffin on the coverage there for Dodge City. And the Dodge City Law, Richard Davis, he's got to be happy with this victory coming on the road. Again, moving to Dodge City, the franchise from Oklahoma, shortly before the season starts, trying to get everything in order. Transfers the entire roster over. They become the Dodge City Law. Win their opening game up in Wyoming. Then lose to the Wyoming Mustangs in a shootout in Dodge City a couple weeks ago. Now they come here to Kansas Star Arena against the Wichita Force, and they lead 43-34, and I think they're going to call a timeout. Dodge City calls a timeout. And we're going to keep it right here as the Law trying to, and it looks like we had an equipment problem with Jalen Lowe, the quarterback there, number 9. He's the one that called the timeout. Kind of surprised his coach, but he was having some difficulty there with the helmet. He's still, is he switching helmets now? Switching helmets of his teammate. That's unusual. That was Antoine Goodley he switched helmets with, and now Jalen Lowe. He'll just take it. I was going to say take a knee, but he takes straight down face first. And 8-7. Clock is running out, and that's going to be your football game as the Dodge City Law move to 2-1 in the CIF. Wichita Force now 0-3 in the conference, but the Dodge City Law, a terrific second half, led by that young man, number 9, Jalen Lowe, coming off the bench to replace the starting quarterback for Dodge City, Ray-John Austin Ramsey, who was injured late in the first half. Jalen Lowe leads Dodge City to the victory as they take advantage of some big penalties and a huge turnover late in the game. Dodge City Law over the Wichita Force, 43-34. Back to talk more about it right after this.
And can I get a Coke?
Depends.
On what?
If we get it at McDonald's.
That because you can't get a Coke from McDonald's at home deal. Any size soft drinks are always $1, only on the McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu.
You can tell this is really crispy, juicy, and tender because we wouldn't take the time to butter all these potato buns if it wasn't worth it. Introducing McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwiches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right here at Kansas Star Casino and Hotel, I-35, exit 33, Mulvane, Kansas.
Well, the Dodge City Law over the Wichita Force tonight in this CIF football game as both teams meeting at the field for a post-game prayer after the game is over. And the Wichita Force, this game back and forth all the way. Dodge City, though, able to take advantage of some Wichita Force penalties and mistakes in the second half. The Force defense really had their backs to the wall almost the entire second half. Here's how the game started. The bad snap and the bad kick, and bounces into the end zone, and Dodge City was able to recover. Took a 7-0 lead early. Force, though, came right back. Corey Murphy keeps it himself into the end zone. 2-point conversion was good. Force was up 8-7. And then Murphy again. And with that touchdown catch, and Dodge City, well, here's another Murphy play. Murphy doing a terrific job. That was Jack Tomlinson on the receiving end of that touchdown catch. And back and forth this game went. Here's the starting quarterback, Ray-John Austin Ramsey, finding his wide receiver there, Zuri Davis. And then this last drive is CJ, well, not last drive, but it's a late drive, CJ Jennings into the end zone. How about Cameron Booty? Booty, another big night running the football for Dodge City, fighting his way into the end zone. Booty again, then fumbles the ball, but right into the hands of the big offensive lineman, Dominic Logan. Things are going Dodge City's way all night as, once again, there's another touchdown from the Force in the second half, but not enough of those in the second half as Dodge City goes on to win this game. The Dodge City Law moving to 2-1 on the season as their next game will be next Sunday at home, a 3 o'clock kickoff at United Wireless Arena against the Salina Liberty. We'll have that game. Meanwhile, the Wichita Force now 0-3 in the CIF. 1-3 overall as they had a non-league win earlier this week against Arlington. But the Wichita Force, they are back home next Saturday night. Well, that game as they'll take on the Sioux City Bandits. It's Antoine Goodley with Richard Davis doing a little getting in the picture there. The head coach is Dodge City Law players celebrating this victory over the Wichita Force. That's going to do it for us from Kansas Star Arena. For our producer, director Mike Nelson, and our field producer Michael Quaid, I'm Leon Liebel. Good night, everybody.